matured, you know the difference between this good and evil. That pouring water on the rock is not a good thing.
What if I said positive and negative? Are they the same thing?
You say?
If I said I can say the same thing to him and teach him the same thing with a different knowledge called positive and negative. And I would say it's a negative thing to do this, but a positive thing not to do this because it benefits health. But do you know what is different between positive and negative and good and evil? In between good and evil, there's war.
Let's talk about facts.
If you want to have intellectual discussions.
Spiritually oriented, very beautiful farm.
Who you are beyond the personality.
I'm a human being, same as you. Be who you are.
But to answer your question,
What is really going on? And let's get into this.
What is happening, W.I.R.G.O watchers? Welcome to the wonderful world of W.I.R.G.O, the place where we get asked what is really going on. Today's episode, we're covering when we went to Cardiff. Now, we're going to do in small parts this time, so you guys can just digest it in small little bits, where I go out and pretend that I'm Jesus Christ of Nazareth in a role to achieve something I don't believe has been achieved in a very, very long time. You'll see what I mean when you watch the clip. It's kind of entertaining. These individuals, I believe, were giving leaflets away for Christianity, trying to say that Jesus was coming to save us, and clearly they want your money or your worship or something. There's some scamming it to get money out of you. So I decided to have just a friendly chat with them and just discuss what they believed good and evil was. And well, my job is to tie them up in knots a little bit, and we do a little bit of that, and that's the entertainment value of this. I hope you all enjoy it. But what I'd like you to do is just take away a few key points of this. The gentleman never ever tells us what evil is. He just tells us how he would look at things, as in right, wrong, that kind of thing. And when I present him with an alternative that's just the same but has an extra component to it that makes things work, his friends then have to call him away because he's in swamped in questions, bless him. And he didn't fully understand what I was talking about, I don't think. There could have been a small language barrier there, so it won't take too much away for his credit. He did try his best to speak to us, but I also have that language barrier in a certain way. So I felt it was a really insightful conversation, but not in the way most people are going to think. Take a look.
Doing things that does not please God.
So that's all sin is?
And what is going on in the world today is a sign of end time.
Would you say there's sin in the world today?
Yeah, there's sin.
Then what did Jesus do?
He came to die for the sin, not for man.
What did he do for sin?
Yeah, so that whoever believes in him
Yes.
will be forgiven.
So if you don't believe him, you're not forgiven?
No.
Oh, there's not a very forgiving person who decides that, is it? I mean, that's a horrific person.
No.
I'm not going to forgive you if you don't believe in me either.
No, he came to die for us so that you, when you accept him as your Lord and your Savior, he becomes your Lord and he forgives you from every of your sin, every of your iniquity, every of your trespasses.
Do you know anything? If I accept anything as my Lord and Savior, they would become my Lord and Savior, yes? Because I consume that thing.
Yeah, well, that's it. Whatever you accept is your Lord and your Savior.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. So, do you accept this?
Good and evil?
Yes. Do you accept they exist? They're real?
Yeah, they are real.
So you've accepted them as your Lord and Savior?
No, it's a different thing. I know they exist. Does not mean I accept them. They exist.
If you know something exists, then you accept them. As I don't know they exist, therefore I don't accept them.
You don't know they exist?
No.
You don't accept them? Okay.
But you do. So which world is brighter, mine or yours?
Now, okay. Let me give you this scenario.
Yes. I will listen, brother.
When you are grown, just like this baby.
One moment,
just like this baby now.
Yes.
There are some things this baby will do now.
Oh yes.
Because it cannot really recognize evil and good. It doesn't know what is evil. It doesn't know what is good because it's still a baby.
Well, it's because they see what's true. There is no such thing as evil or good.
You say?
Yeah, they see what's true. They're closer to God than us. You do believe this?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, no, there are things he will do. There are things he will do now.
Yes.
And as a father, you pardon him. You pardon him.
Yes.
You may not scold him the way you scold in this one. Why? Because okay, just assume.
Yeah, I have scolded. I don't scold him because he.
Just assume you wake up in the morning.
You are correct.
He took a cup of water.
He is different from me.
He took a cup of water and poured it on the rock. All he has.
Yes.
Jimmy, why didn't you do that? You won't scold out. When this one does the same thing,
yes,
Why? Because you know this one is now matured. You know the difference between this good and evil. That pouring water on the rock is not a good thing.
What if I said positive and negative? Are they the same thing?
You say?
If I said I can say the same thing to him and teach him the same thing with a different knowledge called positive and negative. And I would say it's a negative thing to do this, but a positive thing not to do this because it benefits health. But do you know what is different between positive and negative and good and evil? In between good and evil, there's war.
What we are trying to do, what you just did just now was just an English you change. There's no other thing. It's the word English. When you call negative, you have to do what is not, what is disadvantage, what is not good, that's what is evil.
Yes.
Positive is what is good.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
So when we bring negative and positive together, in my knowledge, we get something called neutral. What do you? Listen. So what do you get when you bring good and evil together?
When you bring good and evil together.
Yes. What do you get?
You're talking. When
you said they were the same. Yes.
No. I said the English word you are using. When you are talking about science, now you're talking about.
Oh no, I'm talking about math, not science.
No, positive, negative. When you bring them together, become neutral. That's science.
That's life.
Yes, that's
all life.
That's science. It's
no,
science.
No, it's math.
It's science.
Okay,
I will accept that. That's the science.
How you learn English?
Just like you bring positive. There's what we call during electricity. There's what we call conductors. There's what we call positive and negative. When you bring them together, you have neutral.
Yes.
When you bring positive and positive together, there's an issue. You understand?
No.
Yes, there is.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand it. I see you see it. I understand you understand it. But to me, it's a false math. I don't see. You see science. Science to me is just an art of math. Math is the divine language we didn't create, but we created English. Yes.
Yes.
So, which is godly made, which is man-made? English is man-made, math is godly made. We didn't make this, we discovered it. So the language of God is math, not English. And therefore your English words of good and evil are a lie and a story you fell into, the fall of man. Your fall is believing this is true. And God's first words to you in the Bible you preach in is, thou shalt not consume the knowledge of good and evil, and yet you do it. Why? Why you go against his law?
No.
This is not his word?
Thou shalt not do what?
Consume the knowledge of good and evil. Genesis, the first rule, only law of man. Is that okay? Only law of man he presented to us is thou shalt not consume this knowledge. But attend to him. Let me ask you a question. I will let you go because I don't want to be ignorant. But when I come to you with something truthful, you want to leave me.
No.
When I ask you something truthful,
they just caught me just now.
Of course, everybody somebody
just caught my attention, and I need to.
I will let you go, but only the devil calls the slanderers away from the truth. Have a nice day, my friend.
You have a nice day.
I am Jesus Christ. I'm here to save you. One day you will see this, brother. Have a nice day.
Nice meeting you.
Lovely meeting you, brother. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, not going to keep you too long with that. Please put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I like to get back to people in the comments because this is a learning process for myself. Tell us what you thought of anything I said or anything that gentleman said. Remember, when I'm out in these streets, guys, I'm playing a character. The character is called Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I'm not trying to offend people, and some people don't even know what I mean by that. Ask below. Ask questions in the comment section, and we'll get back to you and see what you guys think. Otherwise, guys, harmony.
To the love, support and sharing of the community that has followed us here on YouTube, we have been able to build a village for special needs children in crisis out in Tanzania. Our family in Tanzania is now made up of nearly 200 children. Most of these children have disabilities, and most of these children are among the most marginalised human beings in our human story. To all who have partnered with what we do, thank you for your love and support. We simply can't do what we do without you. If you visit www.sharetanzania.com/partnership, you will see all of the details there.